You ever look out your window and see an $800,000 infinity pool shimmering on land you bought for peace and quiet, and realize someone's just gone and built a damn resort on your empty 2 acres without ever asking? Yeah, that was me, standing there in the afternoon sun, watching mosaic tiles sparkle like confetti at a party I never got invited to. Let me tell you, nothing will wake up your old PI instincts faster than realizing the only thing standing between you and getting steamrolled is a stamped deed and 15 years of knowing exactly how people lie to your face. So picture this. There I am, holding my county-sealed deed at the property line, feeling like the last honest person on earth, while a woman in a white jumpsuit, Cartier bracelet, perfume like money, waves at her workers installing LED strips in a jacuzzi. She's smiling like she owns everything the sun touches. Her name's Sloan Hartwell, HOA president. She calls out, "You must be the new neighbor," like she's welcoming me to a block party on my own damn land. You know, it's funny how the world works. Build a mega resort on stolen dirt, and eventually the real owner's going to show. Only, I doubt Sloan ever imagined the real owner would be a washed-up investigator with a busted shoulder and a grudge against anyone who tries to tell me where my boundary line ends. 18 months before all this, I'd paid $180,000 in cash for that patch of nothing. 2 flat acres scrubgrass, just far enough off County Road 47 that even the agent apologized for how remote it was, as if being far from neighbors was a bad thing. Joke's on her. I wanted out here for the silence. After 15 years dealing with other people's dirty laundry, all I wanted was to hear myself think. I did the homework, surveyed, verified, checked every inch and every record twice. County had it marked. Parcel 447B, outside Riverside Preserve HOA. No rules, no restrictions, just sky and space and me. I dragged my old RV onto the southeast corner and started drawing up house plans. That was the dream. Simplicity. Privacy. No meetings, no community guidelines, no one telling me what kind of mailbox I could have. You get it. But then Sloan Hartwell picked my land as the foundation for her $800,000 pool, like it was just some empty spot on her monopoly board. I stood there, deed in hand, watching her orchestrate workers like she was queen of the world, never a speck of dust on her suit. I could smell her perfume cutting through the chlorine when she sashayed over. "Love what we've done with the community pool, don't you?" she said, stopping just over the invisible line. I didn't bother to smile. "This is my land," I told her, showed her the deed, official seal, parcel number, whole 9 yards. For half a second, something shifted behind those sunglasses. Maybe she finally realized I wasn't another neighbor she could steamroll. But she just doubled down, whipped out her phone, and flashed a blurry survey map. Lines drawn to magically include my 2 acres. Not a county seal or license number in sight. I'd seen better fakes from rookie fraudsters. Our surveyor corrected an old mistake. She says, all dismissive, waving it off. "County records are outdated." I held up my deed, the real deal. "This is legal. That pool's on my property." Her smile cracked at the edges, but she kept the show going, handed me an attorney's card, tried to play it civil. I didn't take the bait. As she turned to direct her workers, I wandered along the line, cop instincts ticking, until I spotted a wooden sign tucked behind some palm trees. Hartwell Family Resort. Private, not community pool, not HOA amenity. Private. That told me everything I needed. Snap photos. Old habits die hard. I told Sloan she might want to call that attorney herself, because I was documenting everything, and this was officially trespassing. She dropped the charm, got on her phone, and 2 minutes later, a white security truck screeched up, guards in matching uniforms, arms folded, doing their best to look tough. "You're harassing our construction crew," she said, cold as ice. "Leave, or I'll have you escorted off HOA property." I just stared her down. "I'll leave, but I'll be back with a lawyer and a court order." Because I'd built cases against people like this for years, just never thought I'd be the victim and the investigator in the same story. Before I left, I snapped a photo of the construction permit. Signed by S. Hartwell, dated 6 months after I'd bought the land. Too clean to be a coincidence. The timeline was starting to smell like more than just a mistake. At the county recorder's office, time moved slower than molasses. I waited while a clerk named Irene, looked like she'd rather be anywhere else, confirmed. Yes, parcel 447B, bought March 2023, belonged to me. When I told her about the pool, she shrugged. Not our jurisdiction. Call co-enforcement. So I did. Officer Sutton sounded like he'd been up for 3 days, told me they'd schedule a site visit, but I'd have to wait 2 weeks. By then, I figured they'd have a grand opening with a tiki band. Back at the property, construction was moving even faster. More workers, furniture delivery, a foreman named Hector managing the chaos. I asked who hired him. Hartwell Properties, Riverside Preserve HOA. He said, showing me a work order, permit signed by Deputy County Administrator Marshall Grimes. The same Grimes who, I'd soon find, got a $25,000 contribution from Hartwell Properties 2 months before the permits got rubber stamped. That night, I laid it all out on the RV table. Photos, surveys, emails, bank records. The pieces lined up like dominoes. March 2023, I buy the land. August 2024, fake survey filed. HOA trust registered. September, permits approved. October, construction starts. Nothing accidental about it. This was a land grab, and Grimes was the inside man. Next morning, I waited 3 hours to see Grimes in his corner office. Expensive suit, Rolex, the works. I laid out the work order, asked how my land got rezoned and transferred without my signature. He tried to play it cool, promised to look into it, but when I asked for the transfer documents, his hand shook as he picked up the phone. That's when I knew I had him. A couple days later, Sloan called out of the blue, syrupy sweet, inviting me to her house to resolve things. Her mansion looked like a movie set. Marble floors, artwork, everything designed to make me feel like a nobody. She and her husband tried to buy me off, offered $200,000 for the land, said it'd save me the headache. I told them land values had gone up, plus there was an $800,000 pool on it. $200K was an insult. When I wouldn't bite, the smiles vanished. Trenton Hartwell, her husband, leaned in, warned me about people with influence. The contract slid across the table, gold pen and all. I didn't touch it. Back at the RV, I called a property lawyer, a guy who'd helped me crack open tough cases before. He wasn't cheap, but he knew the score. We mapped out a strategy. Cease and desist, document everything, get witness statements, prove intent. I hit the county records, found a new survey filed by a dead surveyor. Yep, you heard that right. Peak Land Surveying, license number 4471, belonged to a guy who died in 2019. Forged signature, fake survey. The whole 9 yards. Tracked down the notary, Vera Dobson, a retired nurse who notarized a transfer deed for someone with my name and a fake ID, power of attorney claiming I was overseas. She went pale when she realized it was a con. Promised to testify if subpoenaed. Same with Hector, the foreman. Everyone had been shown fake documents. They'd testify if ordered, but no one wanted to stick their neck out unless the court made them. When we had it all, surveys, deeds, bank records, emails, statements, we put together a binder that would make any DA salivate. We filed suit, and the cease and desist letter hit Sloan's desk like a brick. She called an emergency HOA meeting to turn the neighbors against me, painted me as a squatter trying to extort the community. I wasn't even allowed to speak until I forced the issue, binder in hand. I showed the real documents, deed, county map, forged survey, fake transfer, campaign payments, the whole fraud. When I showed the email from Sloan to her contractor, build on Morrison's land, force him to sell cheap, or sue him to death, you could feel the mood shift. They didn't riot, but the questions started coming, fast and angry. Where did the money go? How much had they really spent who'd signed off? Sloan tried to hold it together, but her story collapsed. I left them arguing, feeling the tide turning at last. That night, social media lit up with attacks, slander, threats, even my phone number posted. Greedy squatter, deport him, the works. Then the real fun started. Someone vandalized my RV, spray-painted thief across it, slashed my tires, eggs everywhere. Cops shrugged it off, civil dispute. Sloan's plan B was clear. Make me miserable enough to walk away. Instead, I dug deeper, subpoenaed the HOA's financials. That's when a fed-up board member slipped us an email showing Sloan's real intent. The DA got a copy and filed criminal charges: fraud, forgery, bribery, conspiracy. At the restraining order hearing, the judge saw through the act, ruled in my favor, ordered the HOA to stop all claims, referred everything for criminal prosecution. The fallout was fast and ugly. Sloan got probation and had to pay me $500,000 restitution. Her husband got fined, the county administrator lost his job and did jail time. The HOA board resigned, new folks took over, and the community started cleaning house. I got the pool, the land, and a check for $1.1 million when I sold it to a family with no ties to any of this drama. You want a satisfying ending? Here it is. I bought myself 20 acres in a county with no HOA, built a little house with solar panels and a view of the mountains, and spent my first night there in perfect quiet. No neighbors, no lawsuits, just peace. Some of the neighbors who'd screamed the loudest online sent me apologies. I wrote back, no hard feelings. The important thing was the truth came out. So here's my question for you. When it comes to justice, what matters more, the letter of the law or standing up for what's right, even when the odds are stacked? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Ever fought an HOA or a neighbor like Sloan? Let's hear your story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you believe the truth should always win, no matter how long it takes.